Hi Virgo, welcome. So Virgo, this is going to be your reading. I am going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to go into the love you versus them portion of the reading. I am time stamping this April because that's when I'm recording it, but keep in mind that my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when you're meant to hear it. And let's go ahead and get into it. So Virgo, you're a little bit early in the rotation for April because I felt like I made you wait a little too long in March. And let me tell you, one zodiac sign you don't want to make wait: Virgo. I definitely heard about it in my comment section, but I try to make it fair so that I do the zodiac signs in a little bit of a variety of order every month, so not everybody's going last all the time. But yeah, we'll not do that to my Virgos again. I also thought you would get a kick out of my sweatshirt. It says expensive and difficult, darlings. Oh, yes. Oh my god. I thought, oh my god, I love this sweatshirt. I got it because I wanted a white sweatshirt, but I also thought it was hilarious. Um, but then when I was thinking, like, should I wear that during a reading? And I thought, I know one zodiac sign that will really appreciate this sweatshirt, and that was Virgo. So, yeah, anyways, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it. You've already got a card out here. It's the card of opportunity. I actually really love this card here. It's talking about doors of opportunity opening for you, the opportunity to collaborate with others. It talks about your social network and making connections. It also talks about communication and welcomed developments, welcomed insight. So overall, a really positive vibe as we come out of the eclipse and go throughout April. This might be an opportunity for you to connect with others or to try something new or to really put yourself out there, Virgo. So let's see what else we have coming through. You have the Lover's card, the Source, oh my goodness, Existence, and the Creator. Wow, what beautiful energy. Like, look at these cards. Look how colorful they are, Virgo. Well, I almost called you Taurus. Weird. Some of you may be connecting with Taurus energy. But, yes. So the Lovers is highlighting relationships, twin flame, soulmate type of energy, love, if you will. And then you have the Source, which is unconditional love, Virgo. And then the card of Existence and the Creator. So this is a reminder to you, Virgo, that you are the creator of your experience as you're on the earthly plane. And your thoughts matter because your thoughts are the first part of that creation. And thoughts that you think for a long time manifest over time. So thoughts become things, and you're the one deciding what things are going to manifest in your life. But one thing in particular that these cards want to point out is that also applies to love. And a lot of people want to take that out of the equation because we know to some degree that we do not have control over others, which is absolutely true. But you do create the type of experience you have in love based on your expectations of love, but also your ability to stay in the flow of love. And so it's a little bit more complicated than that, Virgo. So there is some awareness coming through around the love sector of your life, and just understanding that you get what you expect. And so what are you expecting out of your loved ones? Are you expecting that they love you in return? Are you expecting a difficult struggle? Okay. And if you are expecting a difficult struggle, ask yourself why. And is that based in reality? Is that a perception I can change? Like, they want you to go a little bit deeper when it comes to relationships and how you think about relationships, especially if there's something here you want to heal or repair, Virgo. It's all about like asking yourself the deeper questions. What am I doing to contribute to this relationship? Right? Because the way you feel, the way you envision, the way you expect and perceive others is all that they can give you. So other people will perform to your expectation of them, right? Because as human beings, we're all a mixed bag of many different personas, emotions, behaviors. But what distinct pattern do you get out of that person? And because that pattern is unique to you. Wow, deep. So let's go further than Virgo and see what else we have coming through. It's interesting this message is coming up because I was getting, or this morning, you know, I meditate every morning and then I usually listen to, you know, spiritual podcasts or spiritual teachers that I like, you know, as I get ready in the morning. And the morning podcast that I heard today was about love and being in love and what that means from a vibrational standpoint. And what the spiritual teacher was saying is that a lot of people think that they fell in love with the person, but the person is a manifestation that comes after finding that love within oneself, right? So when you say like, I'm so in love with that person, a more accurate statement from a law of attraction standpoint would be to say, this person brings out my ability to love, which is natural to me. And I enjoy, you know, spreading and focusing my love on that person. Because it's really never about the other person. It's not the other person evoking things out of you that were not there to already begin with. Because that love was already inside of you to begin with. It's just that you're choosing to focus it on that specific person. And I just found that like really eye-opening to me, because that kind of takes away a lot of the rigidity around relationships. Because, you know, a lot of people won't move on from a relationship because they think that's the only person on earth, right, that could evoke this feeling out of me. But all of those feelings that you feel are already alive and present within you from the time you are born to the time you pass. And it's really not to do with the person as much as it has to do with how in the flow are you with what you would like to experience and how much love is flowing through you to that person. Weird. But not weird. It's law of attraction. So I just thought that was interesting. I thought that I would share that with you. I think it's interesting too that I watched that podcast this morning, and then here we're getting all these messages about love and what does that mean? Unconditional love. And I cannot get this song out of my head, so I'm just going to tell you. There's one lyric that keeps going through my head, and we get what we deserve. It's Kaleo. And way down we go, go, go. Way down we go. Check that song out. You may have recently heard that song, may hear it in the near future, and or it may resonate with you in some way. But I want to just say, get that off of my mind, that's in my mind. So you have the card of Judgment, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So Virgo, this is a very skeptical energy to me, you know. Ooh. Be careful when it comes to harsh judgments, right? Whether that's a harsh judgment about yourself or about another, or you could be experiencing that or attracting that into your experience at the moment. Because the first thing I heard was a harsh critic. And we all know that, Virgo, you can be very self-critical because you're just a very analytical sign. You're very detail-oriented. And some of you a little bit of like a perfectionist, right? But that's also what makes you, I almost said better than the rest. Well, we're all good in our own ways, you know what I mean? But that's what makes you really good at what you do. You know, that's what separates you from the rest, is that attention to detail and that investigative mind and that analytical piece of you. It's only when it goes into overdrive that it hinders you. So be careful about that, because some of you might be, you know, over analyzing something and you're way off base, is what I heard. Way off base. So especially if you're feeling like a harshness or a sense of negativity while you're analyzing something, that strong negative emotion is letting you know that however you are analyzing this or however you are perceiving this is off base to how your higher self truly sees this. Your higher self sees everything and everyone through the eyes of unconditional love. And if you want to feel good in this life, you got to learn how to line up with that perception, the perception of your highest self, because that's where all the blessing and miracles come from. And most people don't understand that, so they never even try to reach for it, or they don't even believe it's attainable, but it is attainable. But you got to leave the skepticism, the sarcasm, the analytics out of it. And some of you may feel like that's unrealistic. It's your very realistic zodiac sign, right? But I'm not saying like have a personality transformation or transplant, Virgo. I'm just saying incorporate a little bit more of assuming positive intent mentality, okay? Being more on the solution-oriented side than the problem-oriented side. Because a lot of this harsh energy is coming from just that, a very problem-oriented type of thinking. And although it feels normal to you, it really does not serve you in the long run. So there is a caution around that, Virgo. And also, if you're around somebody that is like judgmental or hypercritical, don't take that personal. It's not about you. It may seem about you. It may seem even directed at you, but others know not what they do. And a lot of times, those that cast judgment are the most insecure people on this planet. And so pray for them. Bless them, that they become secure so that they can live a happy life, right? Those that gossip about other people is because they don't like what they got going on in their own life. You heard? Otherwise, they wouldn't have time to gossip. You know, when you're so involved in your own life, you don't care what other people are doing. And you certainly don't care to judge them either, because you got your own life going on, you know? Unless you don't like what you got going on, or you're unhappy, or you're comparing yourself to other people. And all of that is insecurity and lack driven. So why would you take that personal? I always say, never take criticism from somebody who's not doing better than you. Because usually it's coming from a place of jealousy. Just the truth, right? And if you catch yourself judging and criticizing somebody else, maybe you need to back away and do some self-awareness and ask yourself why that is. Why is that? Right? Because it's not always about other people, although I feel like for a lot of you, you are dealing with a situation like that. But it's not always about other people. Sometimes it's about us. We're the ones letting our minds go there. And when your mind goes to that space, it's coming from insecurity, which is unnecessary, because Source sees you as worthy and perfect as you are. It's you not seeing you that way. Not your God, not Source. Maybe others, but who cares? They're disconnected as well. It's you. You got to line up with you. All right, so let's see what else for my Virgos. Ooh, yes, super harsh energy. King of Swords. What is this? Especially if you're dealing with an air sign, in particular Libra, but could be Aquarius, Gemini, or an earth sign. It doesn't have to be. It's a general reading. Could be any sign. But goodness gracious. This is like very serious stuff here. But not really. But kind of. It may feel that way. This is just a very serious, authoritative energy. Now, what I find interesting about this, Virgo, is that you also have the Ten of Pentacles the Hangman in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. So there's some sort of epiphany coming through here. Now, I feel this is coming through the 4th house of finances, assets, and work. And it's very positive, okay? But because this is a general reading, this could also talk about the foundation of your relationship or the foundation of which you've built your life on. And I feel like there's stability coming to that area, even if it's been a bit rocky. And there's also helpful people here that are showing up, and or the support when you need it, the right timing when you need it, the cooperation that you need from the universe. So in that respect, I feel like there's a lot of things that are geared up and ready for you and going to be going very well for you in the springtime, particularly when it comes to the 4th house of home, real estate, family, and income. So let's see what else for Virgo. And I want to clarify the harshness. So let's see what else. So maybe you have some serious decisions, though, to make about where you actually want to invest your time and energy. What's the smartest way to invest yourself, your money, your time? What's going to build off of your finances or your current foundation? Because this is all about productivity as well, and being productive with your time, being productive with your money, letting your money make you money. You know, some of you need to look into like investment opportunities, or that would be beneficial to you in the springtime, maybe even going into the summer. So you have the 6 of Pentacles here, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower. Ooh. So you had the 10, the 3, and the 6 of Pentacles. So again, this is talking about, you know, bills going out, money coming in, or like the exchange of money. And it's balancing out. So if there's been an imbalance in that area, I feel like there is a flow to this. There is balance coming in that arena of your life. And they also, you know, want you to focus more on what's coming in as opposed to what's going out when it comes to money, because that's how you generate more money. Giving all of your attention to the money flow that's coming in and very little, if any, attention to what's going out. And I'm not talking about frivolous spending. I'm talking about your bills, the things that you have to pay for, right? That you know are inevitable. When I say don't give it much attention, I mean don't give it any negative attention. Don't worry over it. Don't stress over it. Don't constantly check your whatever and think about it in a negative way, because you're creating negative momentum and a negative relationship with money when you do that. Instead, it's all about focusing on the flow. More. I'm so blessed that this paycheck is coming in, or I'm so blessed that this money is coming in, or I'm so blessed with this gift that is coming in. Blessed. I'm so happy that I have enough to pay this bill. You know, so it's about changing your attitude towards the flow of money as well. That's really going to assist you in balancing that area of your life out. It's not about being irresponsible or frivolous. It's about being grateful for what is coming in and stop pushing against what is going out or what you don't have. It's about focusing on have. I have. There's more. It's coming. It's here. This is so many messages. I hope you're holding on for this. So this is about money, okay? When it comes to love, I see some shakeups here. There's some harshness here, and I definitely want to clarify, even though we are going to do a love reading. What is this Tower? This is the Tower. Okay, well, whatever it is, it's a positive surprise, and thank goodness for that. So there's going to be a very positive change in when it comes to a specific relationship or soulmate or relationships in general, and I feel it to be a very positive shift. So when it comes to matters of the heart or matters of love, there's things to look forward to. This harshness, though, needs to get gone. It's just not a good look. It's not a good feel. Find a way best you can to detach or soothe that energy, or move away from it if you're able to, because there's so much on the horizon here to be grateful for. Opportunities opening up for you, the ability to manifest, especially when it comes to the fourth house, okay, of income, family, home, and real estate, but also in love, positive changes, positive shifts when it comes to relationships that are really going to make you feel good. So let's see what the guidance is, and then we're going to go into the extended love reading, the you versus them. Let's see, what is the guidance for my Virgo? Says beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. Card number 22. There are things in your environment that you believe that match what you want, and there are all kinds of things in your environment that you believe defy what you want. How would you ever sort them out? How do you know the active beliefs within you that serve you well and the active beliefs that do not serve you? How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the bad ones? The beneficial beliefs feel good when you think them, and the bad ones feel worse every time you think them, and that's how you know. Sound advice. Wow. Okay, so this should be interesting. We're going to go into the love reading now. I'll see you in just a minute. And welcome back. So Virgo, now we're going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's usually going to be about an intimate partner, or an ex, but it could also be about a family member, a friend, a coworker, you name it. And let's get into it and see. So Virgo, you have the card of patience, and person you are connecting with has the card of ripeness. So both of these talk about manifestations and things coming to fruition. So I really love that energy for you. Yours is also, though, about patience, but it also talks about development and growth coming through the relationship sector. This person, almost same exact energy. So this should be interesting to see if you both are on the same page. I'm going to look at the recent past and what led up to the now. Then I'm going to look at how you perceive each other, how you feel underneath it all, and most likely outcomes. So recent past for Virgo. The Lovers. So that's come out twice here. Twin flame soulmate energy. I felt that in the spiritual part of the reading as well. The Three of Pentacles. What else? And the Devil. So some of you have been, you know, a little bit obsessive maybe, or fixated on your connection or this connection. That can be a good thing and a bad thing, just depends on where you're fixated at. But there's a sense of like dwelling around love or around this connection for sure. It could also be that this other person is doing that if it's not you. But what's interesting is it feels like you guys are on the same page. And I literally just got done saying, like, let's see if you're on the same page and or you're getting on the same page during this time frame. Because there is a union here. There is a sustainability that is showing up, as well as this very productive type of energy, you know, working well together, or you know, maybe you've been hyper fixated on something working out, just like in general. But I feel like there's a very intense energy around this connection, or at least there was in the recent past. So let's see this person's past energy. Virgo. Person you're connecting with, what is their recent past? Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So, Virgo, I feel like the person that you've been connecting with, they're open to love, or are becoming open to love. I feel like this person is also going through their own growth period. This could be somebody that you have past history with, or that you know, you've known for quite a long time. The Six of Cups here usually represents an established relationship or something or someone from the past. But it could also be that, you know, this person's been working on themselves and has grown, you know, grown up, or in a maturation phase maybe, where they are becoming wiser. Like, what I mean by that is I feel like this person has learned from their past. They've learned from their past. They're applying that knowledge, and that's called wisdom, right? As opposed to experiencing something from the past and then repeating, which is insanity, which is what most of us are doing. This person has broken some patterning. They have learned, right? So there's growth here. So let's see how you perceive this person. How does Virgo see this person? How do you perceive them? How do you view them in the now energy? The Sun. Two of Swords. And Death and Rebirth. So I feel like there's some uncertainty around the connection. Sorry, I knew my dogs were about to go crazy. It's just that time of the day. Don't mind them. So let me go back to what I was saying. When it comes to this connection, I keep getting the word finality. There's some sort of finality here. Hold on, I'm going to read the rest of the cards, but what is this card about? Some of you are just simply dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah. So it's very complicated, I feel, in how you view this person. The Sun card talks about love and happiness and positivity, but there's a lot of insecurity and uncertainty around the connection that sometimes acts as a blockage to you really truly being like as happy as you could be. There is some sort of ending here or change, though, in that arena of your life or in that uncertainty, that is going to allow things to move ahead in a much smoother manner. Because I heard full steam ahead. And this might be something that you're completely unaware of at the time or of watching this, and or are still feeling a little bit of fear or lack around. But that's going to change, Virgo. And I saw a lot of changes coming through the spiritual reading. So give it time, you know, don't take score too soon. I feel this is in the spring, but some of you more summer time, but there is going to be quite a bit of movement here is what I'm feeling. So let's see how this person is viewing you, Virgo. Oh my goodness. No. How does this person view Virgo? Now, ooh, Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles. They're not really sure what to think of you or if they can trust you. At the same time, you know, there's this giving energy around the connection. So I feel that this person wants to invest or give to the connection. They see you as somebody who is intense, brave, strong. But then also they feel a little bit of distance or detachment here. So it's a mixed bag in how they see you as well. And some of you, a few of you have actually had an ending in this connection, right? And maybe even uncertain what the other person is up to or something like that. But yet there's an awareness. So there's a curiosity around it, which is probably why you're at this tarot reading. But not all of you. Not all of you. Some of you, it's just a deep change or transformation that is occurring within the connection that I'm picking up on. But Let's go deeper. Let's see what's going on in the heart space. How does Virgo feel about this person? Queen, that's that darn King of Swords. That's that harsh energy I was feeling in the spiritual reading. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe there's a harshness here. Like this person may be a little bit harsh with their words or harsh with judgment or something. Or maybe you catch yourself harshly judging or speaking about or to this person. Like there's something that maybe evokes that out of you through this connection, or just like in general right now, that's kind of the mood or the energy. I feel you working on this or wanting to work on this. There is a sense of loyalty here as well as stability. What is the harshness about? Why? The harshness is coming from a place of being at a standstill, of uncertainty. Because you know what I got from this card is like, I'm not certain I want to put my energy and time into this if it's not going to work in my favor. There's a sense of hesitancy here, and it's creating a harshness in the energy. Maybe even putting things on the back burner or at a standstill. I feel like you need to get your ducks in a row first, Virgo, before you really push forward with anything or with this connection. Let's see what's going on in this person's heart space. The Star, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. So this person is in a more open emotional space when it comes to the connection. You know, it's weird because I feel like, remember I said on how they see you that there's something they don't really trust about this or trust about you. And if I drill it deeper down, it has to deal with like, they're not sure, they also don't trust that they're going to get what they give in the connection. And I just picked that up in your energy. So I feel both of you are on the same page about that, but not in like the best ways. You know how like you'll be so annoyed with somebody and then you tell them, and then after you tell them what you're annoyed with them about, they say, wow, same. I feel the same way, but about you. You know how frustrating that is? Mirror, mirror. That's what happens in relationships, but especially when you're really up close with each other and you're exchanging energy, right? So it's like oftentimes what we're so angry at people about is the very thing that they also feel about us, or the very thing that we might actually be doing ourselves, you know? So there's like this weird like back and forth here of kind of feeling similar ways. But this person's emotional space is more hopeful than anything. They really feel, or in the space where they're feeling like if this is meant to be, it will flow, it will be easy. They are asking themselves deeper questions. How does this feel to me? Is this flowing? At the same time, there's a wish for things to heal. There's a wish for things to go well. This person is kind of like holding out a hope, you know, that this will begin to flow and that things will be good, you know, within their life or within the connection. Where I feel you have this more like hesitant approach over here, and they're kind of more in this like airy-fairy or like hopeful energy. I feel like you're trying to be practical. You're trying to keep it real, you know. But that's fine as long as by that you're not keeping it negative. A lot of times when people say keeping it real, what they mean is I'm going to focus on the negative and I'm going to call that reality. Because most people think reality sucks, but it only sucks because you have a negative lens about the way you see it. Tricky, tricky perception. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into most likely outcomes then for Virgo. Most likely outcome. 9 of Cups. High Priestess. The Wheel. Beautiful. Yes. Let me celebrate with you, Virgo. I don't know what dance move that was. I made it up. All right, so 9 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Wheel, the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, darlings. Yes. This is good. Wish come true. Satisfaction. Feeling good. Feeling in tune. Listening to our intuition. Divine timing. Divine timing. The right timing. Good timing. And then, boom, the Ace of Pentacles. A large commitment. A statement of loyalty. Growth and development. A manifestation of something positive. Something becoming real in a positive way. In a positive way. So leave that inner critic at the door, Virgo, because this is an extremely positive outcome. So whatever's coming through, and I felt this in the spiritual reading too, it's like it's all working out for you. Just like give it time. Give it time. Allow yourself to feel good. Allow yourself to assume positive intent, because what's coming in is on your path. It is part of your spiritual path. It's coming in perfect timing, and it's going to be the solid proof that you need that this is working out for me. This is going well for me, because it's going to feel good. How do you know it's good? It feels good. How do you get good things? You intentionally try to feel good. You know? So this is a very prosperous energy here. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. 10 of Swords. The Hierophant. The 8 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person is also doing some karma clearing, if you will, during this time frame. They're needing to listen to their inner voice, their emotions, their intuition as well. I definitely get like there is a clearing of the slate or some sort of ending and beginning all at once here. And I mean that energetically speaking. I feel like this person is being guided through that. Sometimes they don't like the person that they see in the mirror. That's very specific, but that is specifically what I heard. And I'm not talking about because of the way they physically look, although maybe some of them, but I mean it in the way of like, this person, they're not very, sometimes they don't like themselves. Sometimes they are their own worst inner critic. So imagine being very critical of yourself, and then your loved one or your partner or your mate, you know, piling on that and also being critical. It would feel very overwhelming, right? And you would understand this better than anybody because you know what it's like, you know, to be self-critical. That's a kind of a Virgo thing. So you know yourself that because you're already hard on yourself, when other people are hard on you or you sense a sense of criticism, it brings out a very defensive nature in Virgo, very protective nature. So you understand that. And that's the commonality here. It's easy to understand something as to how it affects us, but harder for us to step outside of ourselves to see how it affects others, right? And so I also feel like there is a light being shown here on this mirror effect that is going on. On the flip side, I feel like this person is ready to break loose, have fun, you know, be playful. They are trying to chill out. They really want things to be peaceful, a sense of healing. There is something that's getting ready to manifest for them and you, or the both of you at the same time, that puts like the celebratory type of energy on their end, and a definite physical manifestation. I heard representation on your end. So, wow. What a great outcome. Let's see what the guidance cards have to say then. Well, card number 44. The thoughts I think determine the relationship I attract. Not only does the power of your thought determine which people make their way into your life, but it determines how they behave once they get there. You are the thinking, vibrating attractor of your experience, and the thoughts you think determine everything about the life that you live. As you turn your attention toward the positive aspects of the personalities and behaviors of the others with whom you share your planet, you will train your point of attention in the direction of only what you desire. That is exactly the guided message I received for you in the spiritual reading. That although you do not have control of others' free will, you do influence how they treat you through how you choose to see them. And that's powerful to understand. Card number 44. Wow, beautiful reading. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Taurus here. I've got Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Capricorn. Could be dealing with Libra, Leo again. And I felt Scorpio energy. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. I started going live on Sundays again, so if you don't want to miss out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you get the notification. Also, check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media platforms, but it's also linked in the description box below. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Virgo. And until next time, my friends, namaste.